Hey everyone, welcome into Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny and I'm here with your weekly love message. I was channeling the song Fall to Pieces by Patsy Cline, and Spirit was showing me a feminine in heartbreak or in turmoil because a masculine energy decided to close that door and to end a situation. I'm picking up that this feminine, people in this collective might call her the karmic, but I would rather go with is the unhealed feminine, someone that still hasn't found their counterpart or their soulmate as well. And I think it's like a come to realization type moment for the masculine. Maybe he's been doing some soul searching himself and perhaps even listening to some tarot or oracle or channeled messages. But this is someone that recognized that this relationship was not going to grow into much more outside of whatever was happening, and decided to take back power in their own life and control over the situation. And as hard as it was for this masculine to let this feminine go, he did. And I'm hearing that she's just she's falling to pieces right now. And she says, feeling like shit. And then we have in reverse, not happy. So it's this feeling of, I feel like this feminine knew that this had to happen. And I feel like deep down, she knows like this was the best thing, and actually might have a little bit of relief that she wasn't the one to have to end things. It still hurts, it still feels bad, but I feel like at the end of the day, these two individuals that were together in union and have broken it off are going to be a lot happier. Just it's freeing, it's liberating, it's just something that neither one of them wanted to do, and finally someone had the courage to do it. And it stings, but this is where they're at right now. We have side hustle, Uber Eats. Someone might work for Uber Eats. Someone might be looking to get a side hustle, make some extra money. Times are tight, times are tough, cash is needed. Maybe the two that separated need to come up with some side hustles because, they're no longer a two-house income. They have to go their own ways. We have Queen Bee here, secure, confident, boss bitch, career focused. So if you're listening to this and you resonate with the feminine energy that was just broken up with or left, this is going to be a very huge time for you as far as growth. You're really going to focus in now. You have the time and the space to take all your energy, and you're going to end up putting it right back into yourself. You are going to be coming into like the season of huge growth and transformation. This relationship was holding you back. And while this masculine may have viewed you as a karmic in their life, maybe you view this masculine as a karmic in your life, this separation is allowing you the freedom and the space to grow into something that you've always needed to become. You're going to develop a huge amount of confidence, and you're going to become very focused on your career path, what it is that you want to focus on now. It's no longer you and someone else trying to I'm saying like organize your plans and your dreams to coincide with one another. You can put all that into you and not worrying that your path is going to interfere or like cause ripples in someone else's path that's not aligned with you. Again, like even though it hurts, it's like this feeling of relief, like you knew this had to happen and you're taking this and you're working through the pain, you're transforming through the pain, and you're going to transform into something very beautiful, and you're going to become this powerful queen bee archetype, this figure. And even the masculine. You know, if you resonate with this reading and you have recently separated ties with someone, you too are going to be able to focus on yourself and transform yourself into something that you needed to become. There's just something about this relationship that I think you both felt that was very much it was a huge block to both of you. You didn't want to let it end. You fizzled it out as long as you could, but you just knew deep down that this was not meant to be. It was not supportive of either one of your like directions in life. We have Jezebel, followed by No Strings, and then Coping in reverse. Jezebel, No Strings, Coping in reverse. And then we got Karmic Lessons as well. I'm feeling like for some of you, this was a relationship that began with a no strings attached energy. Like something that was, it started out in this like Jezebel energy, this very lustful, seductive, runner chaser energy. And it was just like consciously known, or it was supposed to be known by both parties, that there was no strings attached. This wasn't nothing serious. But turns out for some of you, this turned into like a long-term like relationship over years, some of you years, decades. Started out lustful and it wasn't supposed to go anywhere, and you guys just never ever separated. You guys just stuck it out. I think it was a lot to do with comfort and familiarity. But that was a lesson. I think both of you learned a really, really good lesson. That one, if you don't really know someone that well and you're not aligned and there's not a lot there in common, you can't, I think you learn that you can't really base an entire relationship around the appearance of another person. Appearances fade, or it could be used as a mask at first to hide who they truly are. And sometimes they're great, and sometimes it's not even about anything negative. It's just that they're not much like you, but you kind of just ignore those red flags. Like, oh, they may not be a lot like me, but they're attractive and we do have really good chemistry in the bedroom. So I'm just going to stick this out. And then it just turned into something that just lasted forever, even though you knew it wasn't supposed to be. It never initially started that way, but it turned out to be that. Too Late and Love Message. What do I feel like this is for the masculine energy? I feel like there's a masculine here that has some kind of feelings. They're intrigued. I want to say the word intrigued by a feminine that they've known. I feel like this is someone that they've known for a very long time. This might be just a friend or someone they grew up with. I was even getting that earlier. I was getting like a childhood friendship. Someone that they never really gave a thought to in a romantic way, but over the last how many weeks, while their relationship they were in was kind of falling apart and there was distance there between them and their person, they kept, for some reason, their mind just kept going back to you. If this is a third individual listening in into this reading, if you're not resonating with the other two energies, this is a different energy. So I'm just going to talk about it in the third person. So you can pick which energy is yours, use discernment. But it's like they were focused on this outside energy, this individual, this childhood friend, this high school friend, an acquaintance, someone that they've known. And it just kept crossing their mind that while they may not have ever looked at you or this individual in a romantic way. There's so many things about this individual, just like what they enjoy, their hobbies, their routines, their habits, their job, their path, like everything that they are aligned with. This masculine was thinking, well, I'm aligned with that too. This would be the perfect kind of person for me. This would be the ideal mate for me if I were to ever move out of this relationship. That's the kind of feminine that I would want in my life. So there's something about them wondering if it's too late. Years have gone by. This feminine may be in a relationship. This feminine may be married. This feminine may be uninterested right now. I'm also picking up that this feminine may be same-sex oriented as well. And so they don't know. There's a lot of questions with this masculine and wondering if it's too late for something to spark here. Maybe it's a possibility. They might be thinking about sending you a love message, just dropping a line and seeing where it goes and seeing if there's any kind of like spark or chemistry or connection there beyond friendship. You might be, or this feminine, if you resonate with this feminine, you might wonder, like, why are they inboxing me? Why are they messaging me? This is strange. Like, they don't really talk to me. And you're going to find out that they separated from their partner. So that might raise a little antenna up. Left you hanging, no closure, no contact, left on red, but in reverse. I'm feeling like if and when this person does reach out to you or hits you up, messages, I'm feeling that you are going to respond. You're going to interact. You're not going to be shy. And again, please place the energies where you need to. Mix match if you're the masculine. I'm just trying to read for 3 different energies right now. We do have spiritual gifts here as well. Spiritual gifts. That might be something that this masculine and feminine really will end up connecting with, is the spiritual gifts. The more intuitive side, more empathetic, more questioning, deeper in conversations. Like, they like to talk deep and spin ideas and theories and concepts. And I feel like maybe this masculine was searching for something deeper with this other person, this other feminine, before, and it just, over the time of this relationship, they just never got much depth from this individual, or they just didn't agree. Maybe like they had completely abstract or like different views on certain topics, and a lot of times their deep conversations would turn into straight up quarrels, and it just was pointless. And I feel like there's a truth, an awakening, like an illumination coming, and even if it's not within this new connection or this possible partnership, within all of yourselves, the space, the time alone, the separation from any kind of outside energies being attached to yours is going to give you a lot of clarity on your own gifts and your own spirituality and your place in life and what you believe in. We do have I love you, and then followed by phony, trickster, illusions. And then on the bottom, we have off and on, hot, cold, detached, ghosted. And then we have the twin flames. And we also have secrets. For the feminine, there's a feminine here that is going to be receiving a message of love. And I don't think it's this masculine. I think it's another masculine. I feel like there's so much going on right now in the collective's energy as far as as far as confusion. Here's what I mean. I feel personally, just from my observations, that with the collective of souls that are really immersed into spirituality and are developing their intuitive abilities and that can feel and read energy, I feel like there's a learning curve there where a lot of people are feeling the energies and intentions of the people around them and confusing those energies and intentions for their own feelings. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion, and that's why there's a lot of questions of, should I go this way? Should I go that way? Should I stay with this person? Should I go with this person? Meanwhile, this person is dealing with the same thing. They have options, and then their people, they have options. And it just feels like there's a lot of options going on right now. Lots of different people are tossing around, looking at the big picture and trying to plan their future and throwing in different feminine or masculine energies to see what that outcome would look like. They're trying to, you know, kind of play with their future a little bit, which is fine if you want to take control and like make good choices and use discernment. But I do feel like there's a level of confusion because there's so many energies involved for everyone in this reading. And so we have someone here that's coming in with an I love you. It's not going to be authentic. They might feel that they love you, but it's not genuine. And it's not that they're coming at you to trick you. Even though it says trickster, that's not what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling like they don't even know. They're confused. They think they love you, but they haven't really taken the time to reflect on that and understand why they think they love you. So it's going to be a little superficial. This could be someone that comes in and out. They're very detached sometimes. Sometimes they're hot. Sometimes they're like all over you and all over your feed and all over your inbox or at your house. And other times they just completely disappear. This is the person that I think will be coming in to say that they love you and they want a relationship with you and you're the person. This is someone that thinks that you're their twin flame. I'm not saying that you're not. There's a possibility there, but they don't understand what that means. They don't really know how they feel. This is a person that is really being impulsive right now. They are moving impulsively. They feel like this is a person that feels like they need to have someone in their life in order to feel complete. They have to learn to feel complete by themselves, standing alone, being confident alone before they can move into another commitment or a relationship with someone. And another red flag would be, or an indicator, is if they ask you to keep it a secret. They love you, they want to be with you, you're my person, we're soulmates, we're connected, but don't tell anyone. Keep this really, really quiet because we can't let anyone know. Well, why? If I'm your person, you're my person, and we're meant to be together and you love me, why would I need to keep this a secret? That is a huge red flag. So if someone comes in expressing love and desire, but yet needs to keep you a secret, then that is your sign that this isn't the one. At least not for now. They have some work to do on themselves. Closing the cycle. Some of you are entangled. Some of you have been entangled in someone else's drama. This masculine and feminine at the beginning of the reading that decided to end the relationship and to go their own ways. There were other individuals, I feel, both masculine and feminine on both sides, that were connected to these two individuals, that were being pulled in energetically to these two's arguments and projected energy, like negative energy being projected out. Just know that if for some reason, even if you didn't realize you were a part of their drama, that their cycle's closing, and this energy that you've been feeling, the negative energy that's been tugging on you, is also going to be ending. So if you've just been feeling a little run down lately, or you've been feeling really negative for no good reason whatsoever, like you couldn't figure it out, it might be because you were being roped right into someone else's relationship problems without even realizing it. So that cycle will be closing. And then the last card we have out is Love Child. Love Child. For some of you, I feel like this couple does have children together, and that's going to be something that, like, if you decide to get into a relationship with either one of these individuals, you're going to have to remember that they will forever have some kind of connection to this person. That's never going to be broken because of the children. And others, I'm I'm hearing that they're going to separate, and then they're going to find out that they're expecting, and they're going to be that's going to throw them off a little bit. Also a good reason to not entertain these energies romantically until like the cords have been completely cut. Then we have I miss you in reverse. I don't think that they're going to get back together. Even if there is some kind of pregnancy, I don't see them coming back together in a relationship. I don't think that's what neither one of them wants at all. I don't feel like that is the path that they want for themselves anymore. I think it's going to be emotional. I think they're going to be very overwhelmed. It's going to feel like they're still tied together at first until they figure out how to move through this phase if they are expecting a child. And for the rest of you, love child, I feel like I don't know how I feel. I really think it has something to do with having a child or having children involved. Or perhaps you're going to come together with one of these individuals and merge families, like the Brady Bunch, and actually have a child between you two. And then we have bad credit, debt, unemployed, and sideways. There might be a period of time where it's a little rocky as well, especially if they're coming out of this relationship and they're very familiar with having two incomes coming in. It's going to be a rough go for a little bit, but it's not going to be like that forever. It's not going to be permanent. It's going to get resolved on both sides. It's just a matter of time of, oh, wow, okay, of getting used to the new way. Then we have divine masculine. So I feel like this might be more leaning towards the masculine energy in regards to struggling. Some of the masculines out here really needed that extra support from this feminine. But they're going to figure it out. They're going to get their stuff together. They know they have to and they want to. Again, this is going to be a huge growing phase for both parties involved. So that is your message for this week, your love message. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated with someone here and made sense. If it did, please like and comment. And if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.